Hello everyone, welcome to History and Culture. Pillows are something everyone is very familiar with. Every night, we like to place a pillow under our neck and head, which allows us to sleep comfortably. Because we are so accustomed to using pillows, many people even find it difficult to sleep without one. However, although a pillow seems like a simple object, its history and cultural significance are very rich. And its uses are diverse. Today's pillows are usually very soft, elastic, and give a comfortable feeling. But if we go back to ancient China, we would find that the pillows used in ancient times came in many different shapes, and most of them were surprisingly hard. The most famous among these is the ceramic pillow. Made entirely of ceramic, and as you can imagine, it was quite hard. You might ask, with such hard pillows, would people not find them uncomfortable to sleep on, even painful? If they were so uncomfortable, why did these pillows continue to be used for thousands of years and become an indispensable part of ancient life? According to relevant historians, the history of Chinese pillows can be traced through various archaeological records. Through these materials, we know that the oldest pillows in China were actually made of stone, natural stones, to be specific. What does this mean? It means that if the ancestors of China felt tired, they would simply find a stone and sleep on it. As tools began to emerge and living conditions gradually improved, people continued to use stone pillows. But these stones were processed in a simple way. Although we can hardly imagine what it would be like to sleep on a stone pillow, we can assume it was not very comfortable. Later, with the availability of more materials, the shapes of pillows gradually became more diverse. Bamboo and wooden pillows began to appear in daily life, and even copper and jade pillows were created. Bamboo and wooden pillows were common materials that most people could afford, while copper and jade pillows were more expensive, making them out of reach for ordinary people. Among the many types of pillows left from various dynasties, the most common were ceramic pillows. Although ceramic pillows are found everywhere in archaeological sites, their initial discovery caused quite a controversy. The debate over ceramic pillows is known as the dispute between the living and the dead. Compared to copper and wooden pillows, ceramic pillows were more fragile, so few of them survived. Most that have been found were excavated from ancient tombs. When archaeologists opened ancient coffins, they often found a delicate ceramic pillow beneath the head of the deceased. This led people to widely believe that ceramic pillows were funeral items used for the dead. Ceramic pillows often featured elegant Chinese characters and beautiful patterns, making it hard to associate them with everyday use. After all, they looked more like luxurious burial items. However, many people were skeptical about this, because in ancient culture, there was an important concept: treat the dead as you would the living. This meant that people believed death was not the end, but the beginning of another kind of life. Therefore, in traditional beliefs, the deceased were thought to continue using items from their life, including pillows, so that they could live more comfortably in the next world. In fact, porcelain pillows frequently appear in tombs, which indirectly proves one thing: these hard pillows were likely used by the deceased during their lifetime. As a result, the idea that porcelain pillows were exclusively funerary items has gradually been questioned by scholars. To further investigate this, scholars began examining ancient poetry, paintings, and books, looking for evidence of porcelain pillows in daily life. After years of effort, a scholar finally found a porcelain pillow placed on a bed in an ancient painting. This discovery completely overturned the claim that porcelain pillows were only used by the dead, resolving the debate over whether they were for the living or the deceased. Thus, the mystery of the porcelain pillow was unraveled. It turned out that it was not only a funerary object but also a pillow used by the living. In addition, according to archaeological discoveries, porcelain pillows first appeared during the Sui dynasty, and by the Tang dynasty, they became widely popular in the homes of ordinary people. Initially, porcelain pillows were just ordinary everyday items that people used to rest their heads at night. However, by the Song and Yuan dynasties, the craftsmanship and artistic value of porcelain pillows reached new heights, gradually transforming them into exquisite works of art. During this period, the shapes of porcelain pillows became very diverse. Some were geometric, others took the form of animals, buildings, or even human figures. The styles were varied, and the craftsmanship was meticulous. At the same time, the decorative techniques used on porcelain pillows were greatly enhanced. Incorporating skills such as engraving, printing, carving, and stacking. Their shapes became more intricate, and the carving techniques more refined. The vivid patterns, along with Chinese characters that swirled like dragons and phoenixes, turned porcelain pillows from mere functional items into sought-after artisanal treasures by the nobility. However, during the Ming and Qing dynasties, the emergence of other materials such as wood, bamboo, and copper, which provided softer alternatives, gradually led to porcelain pillows being replaced. The hard porcelain pillow slowly faded from the stage of history. Although its hardness made it unsuitable for comfortable sleep, why did it remain popular from the Sui dynasty until the Ming and Qing dynasties? There were some special reasons and practical uses behind its prolonged prominence. Next, let's explore the clever uses of the porcelain pillow and see why it was able to hold a place in history for such a long time. Clever use number 1. Conforms to the natural curve of the human spine. Despite its high hardness, the design and shape of a porcelain pillow are very much in line with the natural curve of the human spine. Compared to earlier stone, wooden, or jade pillows, porcelain pillows provided better support, allowing the spine to maintain its natural position, which made sleeping on them relatively more comfortable. While not as soft as modern pillows, their hardness helped maintain the curvature of the spine. Clever use number 2, cool and refreshing. In ancient times, there was no air conditioning or fans, and people's ways of cooling off during the summer were quite limited. Besides using fans, what else could people do? However, just resting your head on a porcelain pillow would immediately give you a cool sensation. Porcelain pillows provided instant relief, especially in the heat of summer when this cooling effect was particularly valuable. Porcelain has excellent thermal insulation properties and can maintain a lower temperature. You can try an experiment. If you place a ceramic spoon and a metal spoon in hot water, you will find that the metal spoon heats up quickly, while the ceramic spoon takes much longer to warm up. Porcelain pillows have a similar characteristic. When you lay your head on a porcelain pillow, you can enjoy long-lasting coolness, helping you stay comfortable during hot nights. The third great use of porcelain pillows, especially for women. In ancient times, people placed great importance on the concept of the body, hair, and skin are received from one's parents, which meant that hair should not be cut or treated casually. Both men and women typically had long hair. Therefore, the care of hair was particularly important, especially for women. During the Qing dynasty, women's hair, though long, was relatively simple to manage. They usually let their hair hang loose behind them. However, by the Tang dynasty, women's hairstyles became very elaborate and refined. Not only did they style their hair high and voluminous, but they also incorporated wooden boards and various decorations into their hairstyles. Such complex hairstyles were not only time-consuming and labor-intensive but also required special care to prevent the hair from coming undone. During the day, women could maintain their hairstyles through various methods. But at night, when they slept, it became a big issue. If they laid on a soft pillow, their hair could easily become loose or even messed up. This is where the porcelain pillow proved to be particularly useful. The design features of the porcelain pillow effectively solved this problem. Due to the hardness and shape of the porcelain pillow, women's hairstyles were well protected and less likely to come undone. The structure of the porcelain pillow also helped keep the hair neat while sleeping. The fourth great use of porcelain pillows, Pulse diagnosis. In traditional Chinese medicine, pulse diagnosis is often used to assess a patient's condition. To accurately sense the pulse, doctors need to ensure the patient's wrist is at an appropriate height to clearly feel the pulse's beat. The porcelain pillow plays an important role in this process. When a doctor takes a patient's pulse, they usually have the patient place their wrist on the porcelain pillow. This naturally raises the patient's wrist, allowing the doctor to more accurately sense the pulse. In this process, the porcelain pillow serves a very practical role, acting not only as a pillow but also as a medical aid, demonstrating its multifunctionality. Of course, despite the porcelain pillow's many unique uses, it is not without its drawbacks. Particularly during the cold winter months, porcelain pillows are far from ideal. Their material becomes very cold in winter, and even after sleeping on them for a night, the porcelain pillow can give off a chilling sensation. In comparison, modern pillows are not only soft and comfortable but also retain some warmth, making them far more suitable for winter use. Due to these disadvantages, the porcelain pillow gradually faded from use in history. Nevertheless, the exquisite designs and fine craftsmanship of porcelain pillows still represent the wisdom and creativity of the working people. This is the History and Culture channel. Liking and subscribing are the greatest help and support to us. Thank you everyone and see you in the next time.